I have some tough news to share with you today. Patreon just let go of 36 teammates from our product design and engineering teams. Patreon is going to be a stronger company for having made this decision. The company's in great shape financially. We just raised $155 million in cash.
All right, so a few of you guys have sent me this video of the Patreon CEO, Jack here, talking about how he fired 36 people, I think, from Patreon, but also raised $155 million. So they're doing great financially, and it's just a really confusing video all in all.
Hi creators, I have some tough news to share with you today. Patreon just let go of 36 teammates from our product design and engineering teams. That's the part of the organization that builds our web app and our mobile apps. The company's in great shape financially. We just raised $155 million in cash, so this was not a decision based on our financial position.
Hey guys, just raised a bunch of money, but also we fired a bunch of people. Strange. But I'll give him credit for saying we let go of 36 teammates instead of 36 family. Like, at least he's not peddling that company family nonsense.
I'll get into the reasons in a minute, but I guess I just wanted to start with the fact that this is on me, and I don't take that lightly. This was my decision, and a very difficult one, because we're talking about our teammates' lives and their livelihoods, and that merits extra transparency and clarity.
He says this, but he doesn't give you the transparency of the benefits package that he gives them at the end.
It's not the first time that Patreon has been through something like this, but it is the first time I'm making a video about it, because I think as Patreon gets bigger and more well-known, it's especially important for me to not just make videos when there's good news and exciting things to celebrate and talk about, but also to talk through hard news and explain some of the difficult decisions and get information out there in the open. So
I don't know, it kind of seems like there's more to it than he's letting on. We're a minute and 18 seconds into this video and he still hasn't said why. It just says it's an important thing to be transparent with my viewers, and I don't know, maybe it's because he has 2 YouTube channels himself. I mean, I don't have anything against Patreon, like the actual application. I think it's a good application. Lots of people use it to support their livelihoods. Like, I even have a Patreon. I don't really talk about it that much, but like, it's not a bad platform. This is just a strange way to talk about firing.
That's what this video is. It's not one of my usual fun, exciting videos about the future. It's just to get information out there and to have this moment with the community.
I feel like you should be having the moment with your people that you let go, not us. Like, don't post a video talking, like, humble bragging about how well your company is doing, but how you feel really bad about letting those people go. Like, go spend time with those people that need it. I wonder what Mayuko and Jarvis think about this, honestly, but I imagine they're probably pretty good friends, so they don't say anything.
First thing that's probably on people's minds is why? Why are you letting go of 36 people? And I'll answer that in a second, but before I do, I just want to say that the people that are leaving Patreon today are great people. Caring, creator first, passionate people who are at Patreon because they love our creators and
they were at Patreon. I mean, they're not at Patreon anymore.
They love our mission. Anytime something like this happens at a company, it is ultimately the responsibility of the CEO, and not just the decision itself, but everything that led up to the decision. All of that points back to the CEO.
See, at least he's honest, right? Like in my other videos where I say, CEO made this decision, there's always some freaking comments in the bottom that say, like, well, it wasn't just him, you know, it was the board of advisors, and yeah, but it all leads back to the CEO. And the CEO knew or planned these things before they actually happened. Like, he's at least being transparent about that.
And I can't make this video without acknowledging that and just taking ownership of it. So why? Why did we do this? Yeah. And the answer is that we're shifting the way we build products and operate internally. And we needed different sets of experiences and different types of expertise in order to make that shift.
You have an entire department that built this awesome app as is. Good engineers, but you couldn't let them transfer their skills to the way that you're going to build the platform in the future. I mean, you just raised $155 million. Doesn't seem like money is much of an issue for you. Give them 3 months to learn how you're going to go forward, and the engineers will do it, right? Engineering isn't about having canned answers. It's about solving problems. I'm sure they could pick up whatever you needed them to, and you could have just transferred them.
2 months ago, we hired a new chief product officer, Julian Gutman. And we hired Julian because we knew that we wanted to make Patreon the best product in the world for creators to run their businesses and for fans to have amazing content and community experiences in the apps. And Julian's been working with me and the team to dream up all the things that we want to build over the next few years to help creators run their businesses. It's actually been a really exciting and inspiring process to go through that because there's so much we know we need to do.
Get back to the why. Like, why did you let them go? Because you're changing the way you've run internally.
So many things that our creators need. Improvements to the current product, a ton of things that creators have been asking for in the future too. And as we went deeper into the planning for this work and looked internally at the skills and specialties that we had in our team, we realized we didn't have the right composition of experiences and the types of expertise that we would need in order to build that vision.
I feel like that's not true. Like, come on, dude. They already built your vision as is, as it stands today. Why couldn't they build your new vision that you want going forward? I don't feel like that's the real reason. It feels like I don't know. I can't speculate, but I can make stuff up. Like maybe you got 155 mil because they thought if you let a few people go, you know, you were overstaffed and you could probably put some responsibility onto some more people. Like we could just make stuff up all day, but like this doesn't feel like the real reason.
That was the basis for the decision and nothing else. But for the teammates that are being let go, this is just such a tough thing to go through.
Okay, let me say it's his company, right? Like at the end of the day, he can do whatever he wants. He can fire everybody if he wants to. Like it's his company. He's the CEO. Like you said, it all comes back to him. I mean, it sucks. What are you gonna do?
For some folks, it's just so deeply painful for them and their families, and we wanted to make sure that folks had enough help from Patreon to get them through the transition and through the period of finding a new job. So I'm not going to get into all the details of the package that we put together to help folks with that, but
Why? Why would you? I feel like if you were really doing good, you'd be like, all right, we did this for this person and this for this person and this for this person. I just don't get why you didn't let them learn or train them on what they needed to help create your vision going forward. It's not like it's 2,000 people. It's just 36 people. Each one of these people could be onboarded to a different department if that's what they wanted to. But also, I'm going to guess that you don't want to give details of the compensation package because maybe some people got better compensation packages than other people. And by releasing that, it would make people upset. So I see that from the HR standpoint.
I did want to let you know that we put together a good plan to take care of folks, including 3 months of full pay and extended mental health coverage for 5 months so folks would have access to
3 months of full pay, right? But if these are already experienced devs and you're going to pay them for 3 months to do nothing anyways, why not let them stay there and learn what you need them to do? And if they don't make it in 3 months, then, whatever. But at least give them a shot. Also, you gave them 5 months of mental health support, which sounds nice, right? But your therapist isn't going to pay your bills. It really sucks when you're running out of money and you have bills piling up and you're about to get evicted from an apartment. That super sucks. And going to the therapist, it doesn't make those bills go away. I mean, I guess it's a nice thing to say, a nice thing to do, but
therapy and coaching resources, medical coverage through September, and also we removed a handful of stock option restrictions to ensure that teammates got the full amount of their stock compensation no matter how long they were at the company.
Okay, I mean that's nice and all, but they can't actually cash that out yet because you're not a public company. Who knows when that'll happen? Like when you do go public, I'm sure it'll be worth something, but that doesn't help them right now.
Okay, before I stop recording here, I think I just want to say, for the creators that are watching, I know I probably seem really somber right now.
I don't know. I don't know if somber is the right word. It kind of looks like you're reading off of a script, going section by section, and you're trying to save face before someone else talks about it. And so if you come out and do it first, then it looks like you're being genuine. I mean, marketing. But maybe you are. But I don't know if somber is the right word.
Which is different than how I usually am in my videos, but it's because I am somber right now. This is such a hard thing for our team to go through. And despite that, I'm also confident that this is the right decision for the company. Patreon is going to be a stronger company for having made this decision.
God, that sounds so bad, dude. We fired 36 people and now our company's better off because of it. Or it will be. Like, I don't know if that's the right choice of words to say, my man.
And in the past, there have been these headlines sometimes that I think have just unnecessarily scared creators. And I just don't want folks to be worried about the company. We are here for the long haul. Nothing's changing that. Patreon's doing better than we've ever done before. We're growing faster than we've ever grown.
You're growing faster than you've ever grown, but you're firing 36 people. This ending is not making a lot of sense.
Onboarding more creators than we've ever onboarded. We're sending more money to creators than we've ever sent them before in the history of the company. I'm going to stop recording now. If you're still watching, thank you for being here with me. Thanks for following this channel. Thanks for being a part of this through all the good things and exciting things and through all the hard stuff too. Okay? See you soon. Bye.
Very strange video overall. He talks about transparency and just wanting to get the information out there with us, the creators, the ones that, use his app and make him his money. But he's not very transparent and doesn't get a lot of information out there, including him not wanting to talk about specific compensation package, including him not wanting to talk about the real reasons of why they were let go instead of transferred to somewhere else inside the department, despite raising tons of money. If I was working at Patreon, I'm be honest, I might be looking for another job, because if I knew that my job was just it could just disappear like my homies did that work there without me knowing, and having tons of money and having no opportunity to transfer around, I'd probably be looking for another job. Let's look at some of these comments. 3 months of paid leave. I'm sure the devs will be able to learn a whole new programming paradigm in that time. Yeah. We're doing so well that we have to lay people off. Seems legit. Hi, developer here. What in the hell possible kind of pivot could you be doing with an existing product that leads you to believe that the people who built it lack the experience to continue doing so? Yeah, see, that's one of my big questions. I wish you'd explain something about the change in the products you're planning on, right? Like, dude and his other dude that he just hired comes up with a bunch of dreams and stuff of what he's going to do with the company, but doesn't talk about anything he's doing with the company. Thanks for sharing this. Definitely, Juliet, you can't read between the lines, can you? Definitely a tough time for those employees, and I wish them all the best going forward. I appreciate you talking about how you were able to give them 3 months pay and 5 months of mental health coverage and remove restrictions on stock options. I think this models the type of behavior we hope to receive from employers. Now, I think the type of behavior we hope to receive from employers is, hey, things aren't looking good for your department. Here's a warning that you should probably start looking for another job. Just give the employees a heads up. See, that's like the big problem. You have to give a 2 weeks notice when you quit, but they can just fire you any day without any warning, without telling you what's going on behind the scenes. Like this guy said, this guy and the dude that he hired, the head of product, went behind the scenes and dreamed up a bunch of fun stuff for Patreon, and these employees knew nothing about it, had no say-so, and then they just get let go. A good example of companies that let their developers shift around where they want would be Valve. Valve has a flat hierarchy, even though it's a little bit of a meme. I started reading about it, but the developers are free to work on whatever it is they want to work on. And they can learn those skills to build those projects as needed. Why can't they do that there? Another way to think about this would be if you were one of the people fired, or let go, as they say, the politically correct way now, and then you saw your CEO making a video about how tough it is. I don't know how I'd feel about that. Like, it is with regret that we've had to let 36 people go But low key, we also raised 155 million, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But like, it sucks for those people, and I'm really sorry about that. Like, to watch your CEO, the dude that fired you, make a video like this seems hollow at best. Here's what I would do, Jack, if I was you. I would continue to pay their full salary until they find another job. But they have to be actively looking for another job. That to me would show that you're actually caring and that you truly do regret having to let them go. And I mean, you raised $155 billion. So why would you put a cap on paying them? Just pay them their entire salary until they get another job, provided they're actively trying to get another job. Shouldn't take that long, right? They're truly gifted developers, truly great engineers. Won't take long at all. And it's only 36 people, so wouldn't be that expensive either. To me, that would show a true sense of authenticity. Thank you for the transparency. I wish more leaders were this transparent. But I mean, it's like faux transparency, I think. You didn't let them go, Jack. You fired them. Yeah, I think letting them go would be like if they were actively searching for another job and they found another one and you let them go to the next job. But that's not what happened. You actually fired them. Said today's your last day. Being laid off is career ending, and people into dark places they never want to go. That's true, right? So again, my suggestion of paying these people's salary until they find another job would probably be the best and show that you truly care about those people. And it would prevent them from receiving a job gap, which, by the way, is one of the most career-ending things these days. Because if you're honest about a job gap and say, well, I was let go and I couldn't find another one, they're going to think that's because you're the problem. At the end of the day, it's Jack's company, and he can do whatever he wants. I'm not entitled to tell him what to do or how to run his company. I do have some thoughts on how I would do things, but still, it's his company. He can do what he wants, just like every other company. So keep that in mind. They do stuff like this. Okay. Anyways, if you enjoyed the breakdown, if you enjoyed the video, click like, click subscribe. See you in the next one.